Hi everyone, this is John Wen. Today I'm gonna record this video to talk about the exercise 4 in database system management class. And in this exercise, we are aiming to create a website that is linked to the local database and is able to realize the crude functionalities that is included the create, read, update, and delete functionalities and operations onto the local database through the website. So here is what we are doing. So let's go to the code. And firstly, we have to create a database um, for the program, and we call this car show because in Detroit, the car show is very hot in recent weeks. So we are trying to get a car show list and is able to be updated and list out and also delete and insert new. So here we have few attributes and we have the car ID, which is the auto increment, and also the model and the brand and the price. And we also set a primary key to the car ID, which is unique and also auto included. And also we set the unique key on the car ID and the model. So here is a database we just created. And the second thing, we're starting to get the program begin by creating a fancy car, fancy car dynamic website project. And then we convert it to the Maven project because the Maven program help us to enable us to have a poem.xml, and this is very efficient to manage all the libraries that we needed in this XML file, and which we can define the type of library we need and also the version. And when we save it, you can see we have a bunch of artifacts here, like the Servlet API 3.1.0 and also MySQL connector Java, and which we're using the 8.0.13. And once we save it, and all the libraries will be automatically updated instantly here in the Maven dependencies on the library repository. So this is very convenient way to manage all the dependencies. So let's go back to the code, and what we created here is we have three classes, and one is car.java, and this class is what we define the car class, and then we can create the instance or objects of this class. And we have few function constructors for the car class, and with different parameters. We can either define ID or let it be blank. And then we remember from the database side, it is auto increase when we do not define it. And we have few more methods to get set ID and get model and get brand or set brand like this. So this class is pretty straightforward. And then we have the car data access layer class. So this class is define all the access operations on the database or on the data we have. And firstly, we have the car DAO function constructor with few parameters. And here we are define the JDBC URL and also the username and password. And then we define a connect function to enable us to connect to the local database. And also we have this connect function, and we have the insert car method and with a car object, and that is able to insert this data into the car table in our local database. And also we have list all cars, and we have delete cars and update cars. They are quite similar to each other, just the little difference on the SQL sentence here. So here is update. So, and then we can look into the control servlet class file. And this is very important. This plays as a controller in the program or the project that is able to respond to any request from the website. And here we know the normal request from the website is a post or the get. So here we have defined a do post. So here is when we receive the request of the post, and also we have the request of the get somewhere in this program here to get. And so in the do post we just execute what's in the do get. So we do the same thing as here, and we have switch function to respond different requests like the new, insert, delete, edit, update. And here we have initial function that is only run once on every the function, the system cycle, and only run once. And we set up the URL, username, and password onto this car DAO object. So here we remember in this object we set a connection to the local database. So here we pass parameters there. And here we are actually in this interface, we are depending on different requests, and we are doing different methods, calling different methods like the list cars, show new forms, and we are calling the method in this car DAO class or object we just instantiated, and we list out the cars. I believe that is a select function for all, and also we created a dispatcher and to the car list web page, and then parses request and response to that page to forward to this page. And here we have also the show edit form, and here is very interesting thing, that is here we have a car object to be added, existing car in that page to be added as an attribute and to parse to this form page. Later we will see why this is important, because we have to tell in that page whether there is any car object, and then we can know whether it is create a new car or just added an existing car. So roughly this is similar to the method in above. So we just talk about the updated, and we have a car object that is parsing as an attribute to the car form JSP. So let's go directly to this car form JSP, and we are calling the JSTL library. This is a Java standard tag library. That is, we have a prefix as a C. That is means in every tag, if we start with a C, that means, for example, like this, that means we are calling this library. So you can see here we do the test and see the car if it's null or not. The car is just what we mentioned, that is parsed from the controller, and that is a attribute, set attribute, and pass to this form. And then we can tell whether it is update or insert. And then we can do corresponding reactions. So here is a car form. JSP is pretty straightforward, and if we are able to get cars, we will get the content into, and then we can submit and to update the web page. And let's take a look at car list website either. And this website also takes the JSTL library, and we also allows, actually this is a main page we are going to see, and this is adding new cars, list all cars, and we have these functions, and we have different attributes like ID, model, brand, price, and sorry, I think this is should be, oh yeah, this is action. That is correct, sorry. So we have a car for each function in the JSTL library, and we can list through all the cars and put them into every row, and then print them out in the website. And we also have the edit and delete function with a car ID parsed to the next page. So we also define the arrow website that is able to catch the website, catch your arrows and then print out on the front page if there's any exceptions. And one more thing to mention is that we converted this project, we configured this project as a, so here in the Java EE tool, we configured it as a generate deployment description step. So that help us to get a web.xml file. And here we can define some serverless attributes like the parameters, and we can only define in one place for all the serverless. So here we define the URL, and we define the username and the password, and also we define the serverless to be under our package, the same package. And yeah, that's it. So I think this is roughly all the things we've been done here. So let's take a look. One more thing. One more thing, that is we need to have a server that is running. We have a Tomcat server that is running and then is able to hold this website. So here is, we are able to check here in the modules, and you're able to add web module that is able to be held on this website. Oh, sorry, on this web server. So we are here, we've already added this fancy car project into our web server. So currently it's running right now. So let's go to the browser. So actually, we can go to the front page. So here is a front page we are getting, and as we see, and this is a car show list. We can add new cars, and it gives us a new form, and we can get this like RAV4, maybe Toyota, maybe 30,000, and save it, and then it has a new car here. We can also add it, maybe the price is too high, maybe we can change it to 27,000, and that's okay, yeah. And also we can even delete it, and it instantly go delete from the database and then go back to the list website. So overall, it's a contents of today's video. So thank you so much for your watching, and hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, happy coding.